Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So I got some more awesome thrift pickups. Gonna flip a lot of stuff and make some money. So let's take a look at what I got. So welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. So yeah, got a pretty nice thrift run here, and I'll also show off some vintage toy pickups I got from like Goodwill auction. So we'll take a look at that as a bonus as well. All right, I keep finding pretty neat stuff in the thrift store. I always like to go after toys. I grabbed this 2017 Star Wars. This is the Kylo Ren what would it be called? I forgot. Special TIE Fighter. This is for the little mini Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, I think, Galactic Heroes. This was $4. I think that could be like a $25, $30 toy, so that's good. We'll try it out. I grabbed some Nerf. This one here, the Elite 2.0 turbine, looks like it could be worth some pretty good money. It's missing its cover right here, but I've seen one that sold even without the cover, so it had a magazine. So as long as this one works, hopefully this is like at least like a $25, $30 sale. This was $3.99. And this store, let's see, most of this stuff I got a 25% discount on, and but a few of them I got only 10% because some of them was at a Goodwill. Here's another one I picked up. This was $3.95. This is the old original Elite Retaliator. It's almost complete. It's just missing the forward assist handle there that goes down here. But for $3.95 and 25% discount, I think that's pretty good. That one I think could be a $25, $30 sale maybe. Then I found just a regular Rival Blaster, $2.95, 25% off. I got a bunch of other Rivals. I'm gonna make a Rival lot and try that again. See if I can make a lot of Nerf Rivals. And then finally I found another Nerf Switch Shot EX3. This is the one that you can swap out for a Nintendo Wii controller. I already found a blue one, so I'm going to put both the blue and the yellow together and see if I can sell them together for maybe like 30 bucks. This was $2.95. Found a out-of-print Blu-ray DVD, the Kill Team movie with the slipcover. Looks like that sells for about $15. So that was I think these were $3.99. I think Blu-rays at that thrift store, they always charge $3.99 and then the 25% off of that. So not bad. Make a little easy sale. Here's a neat one. This was $3.95, I believe. This is a 1970s vintage Nike. I guess it was a shoebox, but it's a corrugated plastic box. Got the Nike logo there. The little these clips have the Nike logos on them. Thought that was a neat little vintage item. Hopefully that's like a $25, $30 item. So that was pretty neat for $3.99 with the discount. I decided to get some plush because they look like they could resell for pretty good, and I keep finding a bunch of these Squishmallows. I don't know how good those really are, but I got I got like 4 of them to try out. So and the price was low. I kept seeing them at every thrift store I went to. I went through like two Goodwills, and there was a bunch of Squishmallows there at each of them. And then I went to the Veterans thrift store, which is my favorite, and they had a few Squishmallows. And this was one that was there. This one's name is Pile. This is the smaller one. Most of the ones I got are big. This is $2.95 with the 25% off. So I don't know. I'm seeing $25, $30 sales on these. So and they all have most of them have the tag. So we'll try it out. Pile. There's one. Here's another one I got that didn't have its tag, but it's a nice one. It was marked at $6. This is a Goodwill one, so I only got 10% off. But I looked it up, and it looks like it could be around like a $25, $30 sale as well. So we'll see. We'll see. And I got a couple more here. This is a big boy, but I mean, these really don't weigh a ton or anything, so you could cram them down into a 16 by 12 by 8 box. Should be okay. These are neat. This one was only $6, 10% off of that. And I looked that one up, and it looked like it would be worth to resell since I only paid $6, less than $6. but I'm gonna find out once I list them up. And then the final one I got for the Squishmallows, this one was only $4, and this one I think could be the best because this is actually like a limited edition. So it's got a tag on it, check-in series, Cedar Fair 2024. So apparently, her name is Annette. It's got the tag. Apparently you had to check in. I don't know if it was Knott's Berry Farm. I don't know if that's what that is. Cedar Fair. Is that Knott's Berry Farm, I think maybe? You had to check in and get this. It's like it was like an exclusive. You get it at the gate, basically, kind of thing. So there was one other seller that had this one for sale for like 80 bucks. I don't know if that's realistic, but for $4, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Then I decided to grab a couple more plush at the same Goodwill. This one was only $4, 10% off. It was a Pokemon one. So for $4, I'm hoping that's at least a $25, $30 sale. Usually Pokemon plushes do pretty good. So I grabbed that one. And then finally, I grabbed this $4 plush. This is a Simpsons. I guess the Simpsons movie, right? But it just says the Simpsons. But I remember there was the pig in the Simpsons movie. This is the pig from the Simpsons movie. So for $4, I think that's a good one too for hopefully a $25, $30 sale, something like that. All right, and then I picked up this sealed, looks like a sealed board game. The Castles of Tuscany. This was $7. This was a Goodwill. Oh wait, was it Goodwill pickup? Oh yeah, it was a Goodwill pickup. So only 10% off. But I think this is a pretty good game. Hopefully, like a $30 game. So we'll see. All right, maybe could be the potential for the best profiting item of the day. This is a $15 catcher's mitt, Wilson. They did write their name on it in 3 places, but I'm looking up the prices of this. Is a A2 403 catcher's mitt for a right-handed thrower. Even though it's been written on, it's in nice condition. It's I'm seeing prices of like over $200 for this mitt. Depends. But this looks like a nice condition one, like one that people would be willing to pay the money for, other than the writing on it. So I don't know if I could sell it for over 50 bucks. That would be great, but we'll see. Has the potential to be a good profiting item, but we'll find out. All right, and the final item for this particular thrift run I'm going to show you is one I just think it's cool. I paid $5 for it, 10% off. Don't know. I've sold stuff like this before, but we'll see. It's a knockoff ceramic unbranded Captain America piggy bank. It's about 10 inches tall, and I just thought it was cool. Not entirely sure if it's vintage. I'm marketing it as vintage, but I'll list it for a sale for like a vintage knockoff piggy bank Captain America. So we'll see if I can make a $20, $30 sale off of it. Be cool. It's just neat. Less than $5, I'll go ahead and give it a try. Alright guys, here it is. A huge mystery box, shopgoodwill.com. I know some of the stuff, like I mentioned, but I paid $300 something for this box because I could see one valuable piece in there. Hopefully it's good. And then the rest is kind of like a mystery. Hopefully there's some other good pieces in there that we couldn't see. So anyways, let's check it out. Oh, a piece fell out. I think that's a G.I. Joe piece. So we got something right there. Lots of good bubble wrap. Alright. Yeah, some of the stuff I knew about. We got the pieces for the headquarters. G.I. Joe headquarters. So hopefully there's most of it there. I'll get those out. Looks like it's a decent one. It's got some fading, but it's not bad. A lot of good pieces. There are a couple pieces I had on mine that were broken. There's a piece. I think that's for the. There is a killer whale in here, which I don't know if it's condition-wise. It's one that I can fix up. We got a piece right there. So I'll get these headquarters pieces out of the way. Got a piece here I don't recognize. Hopefully that's something good. Anybody recognize that? More headquarters pieces. I think there's a couple, yeah. There's a couple broken pieces I have on my headquarters I gotta check to see. Yeah, that's all headquarters. Yep. Jail pieces. There's a big old battery compartment, or is that for the killer whale? I don't know. I gotta check it out. Here's a canoe. I don't know what that goes to. Oh wait, Fisher Price canoe. We got random pieces here. I forgot what the name of that vehicle is, but there's pieces for it. It's gonna be hard to identify all this. Here's another piece. I don't know what it is. Anybody recognize that one? Okay, here I see the reason I decided to go after this lot. Hopefully it's in good condition. Looks like it's pretty decent enough. It is a Dragon Riders of the Styx. They call it like Ruzan or something like that. But that is an expensive piece right there. So there it is. It's not perfect, but basically, hopefully, this basically can make my money back on the lot. Doesn't really appear to be broken in any way, but I'm going to be very careful. See, the feet are intact. So there's the Dragon Riders of the Styx mount that is really hard to come by. The last one I saw sell, but it had his rider and everything and their weapons. It sold for like 500 something. So I don't know. Just the horse by itself, I don't know. So we got these bags. I'm hoping that has something else extra in it. But we got more pieces of the headquarters. There's the flag. That's kind of nice. It's not bad condition. And then we got, I think, all more parts to the to this killer whale that's in here. I think this is the mechanism for the killer whale. I don't know exactly how it works, but looks like it seems to be functioning. So yeah, the killer whale is one I don't have, but I don't know if this is one is good enough to fix up or not. But anyways, that's not the reason. I bought the lot for that other piece. So I guess we'll just go through these bags real quick then. Alright, bag number 1 here. Hoping there's some extra piece in there I didn't see that can end up making this a lot better. So we got yet even more parts for the headquarters, of course, still in there. Random parts. Yeah, headquarters parts. Some stuff I don't know what it is. Canadian flag. Anything standing out here? No. Here's part of the G.I. Joe, one of the little, what are they called? I forgot. Oh, here's that's a Jetfire gun, right? That's pretty good. Here's a G.I. Joe backpack. Nothing standing out is really crazy. And of course we got a lot of old Army men and stuff. Yeah, so not sure how good we did on this bag, but you know, it's not a complete loss. There's some decent parts in here, parts to the oh, look at that. What's that little mace go to? Okay, then one more bag here. Don't know if there's going to be anything crazy in here or not. Yep, guys, I think it's gonna be a break-even situation. I don't see anything like crazy in here. You know, I was hoping there would be like, who knows, another Dragon Riders of the Sticks figure or something, you know, since that horse was there. But it doesn't look like it, but I'm gonna be going through this stuff and figuring out exactly if I have anything that I can sell and make some of my money back. And yeah, I'll probably sell that Dragon Riders mount, because I went ahead and sold all my Dragon Riders of the Stick stuff. I decided not to collect that. Alright, so there it is. Mystery bundle. Alright, looks like I did score with a few items here, in addition to the Dragon Riders piece. We had the Jetfire gun, that's pretty good. We got some Star Wars stuff. Those aren't very expensive, but we got some Rattler pieces. That's good. Here's a bomb for the Rattler. I'm not sure what this windshield is. If anybody knows, let me know. There was some interesting little PVC old school. This is like I think a 1970s. People try to sell it for like 10-15 bucks. Not sure if it's really worth that. Same with this little lamb set right there. And then this tiger, all vintage. We got some other good stuff. Here's a Mobat little tank gun. That's like a $15 item because it's hard to find. Pretty nice. Here's a vintage Micronauts backpack, jetpack, glider pack. I think this could be like possibly around a $30 item. I could see that those things not surviving. Here's a good one. Dungeons and Dragons. What was it? Not Warduke. Was it Warduke? Anyways, a vintage Dungeons and Dragons mace that's still intact. I think that's like a $30 item. I had a lot of good Joe parts. Parts for different figures. Most of them in decent condition. Oh, here's a good one for the Checkpoint Alpha, the clipboard. That's a pretty hard one to get, so that was a good one. There's some other parts for all those little different play sets in there, and then a lot of stuff for the Killer Whale. So, I mean, that's good stuff. So maybe I can start on a Killer Whale at some point. And then, yeah, this Killer Whale mechanism seems like it's working, so hopefully that's good, a good piece. Oh, and then we had some good Star Wars pieces over here. This is for the Rebel Transport. I think that's like a $15 or $20 item. But then even better, we had, I think a little bit more expensive is for Command Post right here piece. But then we got two pieces from Slave 1. One of the panels, one of the side hatches or whatever. That's a good piece. Whoops. And then I think this is the bottom opening hatch. These are expensive pieces right there, and they're decent enough condition. So I think I'm going to hopefully turn it into $100 or $2 more worth of stuff in addition to the Dragon Riders piece. So I think that'll be worth it. I think I'll end up making my money back and hopefully put myself in a small amount of profit and then keep a lot of parts for working on G.I. Joe stuff. So very neat. All right, so out of the lot, the Dragon Riders of the Sticks item I sold for $320 for that horse. So made a lot of my money back, and then I got a ton of G.I. Joe parts to include this Killer Whale that I've now washed up, and it's looking pretty good. And this is all the parts that I had that I could salvage from it. I got you know, the ramp and everything. Got the ramp right there. The mechanism works. I don't have the front hatch. I had one cannon side. This piece I had to glue down. I don't mind doing a little bit of refurbish work. But I got one cannon. I got the other cannon still, but I don't have the cover. And then I had one engine cover here. And then, yeah, everything else looks pretty good. So I'm starting on a Killer Whale, and it's looking pretty good. It's a nice condition body, at least. So that's pretty exciting. And so I was just excited about it, so I got on eBay and I grabbed up some parts. I got some other figures and toys and stuff that I've been getting. I'm going to make another video about that pretty soon. But there was one seller that sells like, individual pieces. You can put together a bundle and get a pretty good deal. So I wanted to get some pieces for it. So he had one. One missile box that's unbroken. So I'm gonna see if I can get that on there. There was another engine cover, but I think it's the wrong one. I think they shouldn't match. So maybe I got to get a different one. I got one depth charge. I got this. I already had those on mine, but basically the reason why is because he had them together with the gun. So I got both of the guns, so I'm going to mount those. I got the inside control panel, and then I got the shield for the sled and one missile. So I'm going to install all that, and I'm off to a pretty decent start. Obviously, the hard part is back here. I don't have any of that stuff. I have a few pieces. I think I got a few pieces, but generally that'll be the hard part, and I don't have it yet. But I think I got a good shell here, so this is going to be fun. But let's get this stuff on, the new stuff, and we'll see how far along we are. All right, got the stuff installed that I got. I got the windshield for the sled now, so that one's pretty nice. It had the decal and everything, so I got that. And I installed the two guns here on the turrets. Very nice. I need one correct. This is the wrong engine cover, so I need one correct engine cover. But I got one missile box now, and then one depth charge, and then the control panel on the inside I installed. I think I got it right. So pretty cool. Working on this killer whale.